If Buckhead were to become its own city, it could generate enough taxes to keep itself running, but it would also drain a couple $100 million every year out of the city treasury of Atlanta. That is according to a study commissioned by a group pushing for the split. Any vote on this is at least a year away. Doug Richards is live in Buckhead to explain how the report might factor into those decisions. Doug?
Yes, the report talked a lot about money, didn't talk so much about crime, and crime really is the big issue that has driven the cityhood push in Buckhead over the last couple of years. The report does talk about money, which Buckhead has in abundance, more than any other section of Atlanta, from commercial areas like Phipps and Lenox to its pricey neighborhoods full of residents alarmed by rates of violent crime that have risen over the last 2 years.
We have a mass exodus going on here.
Buckhead's violent crime rate has spiked in the last 2 years, as is the case throughout Atlanta. The Buckhead City Committee commissioned a report that says Buckhead would be more than self-sustaining as an independent city with its own police force. It would take in $203 million in tax revenue, but would have expenses of $90 million. The annual surplus of $113 million would represent tax money lost by the city of Atlanta. And Buckhead City Committee leader Bill White says Atlanta can manage fine without that.
The fact that they showed that Buckhead City was feasible, yes, we were expecting that, but we didn't know it would be that feasible.
Because the Buckhead Committee paid for the study, economist J.C. Bradbury says, buyer beware.
Pulling one city out of another city is quite complicated and has all sorts of complications that would need to be studied that are not in this analysis.
So in order for this vote to take place, the Republican-led legislature would have to give it its blessing probably this coming winter or spring. And then it would go on not to this November, but to November 2022, which will be a very busy election with the U.S. Senate race, the governor's race, all the constitutional officers, and a very high turnout probably if this Buckhead, at least in the city of Buckhead, if this gets on the ballot as well at that time.